$700 for a console that still can't hit 60 frames per second. Games that cost $80 and ship broken. Subscriptions to play online. Remasters of remasters. If you feel like consoles forgot why you loved them, you're not crazy. In the next 10 minutes, I'm going to break down exactly why modern consoles are worse than they've ever been, and why a lot of us are finally walking away. The promise we were sold. Consoles used to mean something simple. You buy the box, you buy the game, you put it in, and it works. No drivers, no compatibility charts, no 100 gigabyte day one patches. The PS2 gave us 20 years of games for $299. The Xbox 360 era was peak online multiplayer for $5 per month. You owned your games. Split screen was normal. Now, in 2026, the PS5 Pro is $699. Xbox is pushing all digital. Nintendo's still charging $60 for a 2017 Zelda port, and somehow, games run worse than they did 10 years ago. So what happened? Here are the 5 reasons consoles went bad. Reason number 1, the price is insulting. Let's do math. Inflation adjusted, a PS2 would be $530 today, but you're paying $699 for a PS5 Pro, $80 for games, and $80 per year just to play online. Want 2 terabytes of storage? That's another $200. Total to actually play games like we did in 2006, over $1,000. Meanwhile, a $650 Steam Deck or a $900 PC will play those same $80 games for $40 on sale at higher frame rates with free online. Consoles were supposed to be the cheap option. Now they're a luxury device with budget performance. The math doesn't math anymore. Reason number 2, the games don't just work anymore. Remember when It Just Works was the whole point? Cyberpunk 2077 took 3 years to get fixed on PS5. Jedi Survivor launched at 720p. Starfield was locked to 30 frames per second. Even first-party games like Redfall were broken at launch. We've got performance mode that looks like PS3 graphics and quality mode that feels like slideshow simulator. You need a Digital Foundry video to know if a $70 game is playable. And don't get me started on patches. You buy a disc, pop it in, and get hit with a 100 gigabyte download. At that point, what's the disc even for? The console experience became the PC experience, but without any of the PC benefits. Reason number 3, ownership is dead. You don't own anything anymore. Xbox is pushing digital-only Series X models. Physical games are just DRM keys that install the same digital version. Sony and Nintendo shut down old eShops, and hundreds of games just vanish. Try to resell your digital library. You can't. Try to play it 20 years from now when servers are dead. You can't. Meanwhile, my PS2 still plays every game I bought in 2004. No login, no update, no license check failed. Game Pass and PS Plus are great deals until they remove your favorite game next month. You're renting access, not building a collection, and they know it. Reason number 4, innovation flatlined. The PS1 gave us 3D, PS2 gave us DVDs, Wii gave us motion, Xbox 360 gave us achievements and party chat. What did the PS5 and Series X give us? Faster loading. That's it. We're on year 6 of this generation, and the biggest innovation is haptic triggers that most games don't even use. Nintendo's been selling us the same Switch for 9 years. Where's split screen? Killed it for live service. Where's local co-op? Gone, because they can't sell you 2 battle passes. Where are the weird, risky games? Buried under 200 gigabyte Call of Duty updates. Consoles used to push gaming forward. Now they just push microtransactions. Reason number 5, PC and everything else ate their lunch. The best thing about PlayStation and Xbox in 2026, you don't need a PlayStation or Xbox to play them. God of War, Spider-Man, Starfield, Halo, all on PC day one now. Often cheaper, better frame rates, mods, ultra-wide. And portability? The Steam Deck plays Cyberpunk better than a Series S. Your phone streams Game Pass. The Switch 2 is cool, but a $400 ROG Ally X runs Steam, Epic, Game Pass, and emulates every Nintendo console ever. Consoles had 3 jobs: be cheap, be simple, have exclusives. They failed all three. So what's left? Plastic boxes that do less than a mid-range PC for 80% of the price, with 0% of the freedom. The counterpoint. Are they all bad? B-roll, kids playing Switch, PS5 exclusives looking good, living room co-op. You. Look, I'm not saying consoles have no place. If you want plug and play, the Switch 2 is still magic for families. If you hate tinkering, a PS5 is less headache than building a PC, and some Sony exclusives in the first 2 years are still worth it. But less headache doesn't mean good value anymore. And for a lot of us, the trade-offs aren't worth it when a $700 Pro console still stutters in performance mode. So that's why I think consoles are in the worst spot they've ever been. But I want to hear from you. Are you still buying consoles in 2026, or did you jump ship to PC/handhelds? Drop your setup below. And if you want my video on the best console in 2026 isn't a console, hit subscribe. I'll see you there.